Welcome to another video about my VW Transporter T4 2.5 TDI. In the previous video, I removed my intake manifold. In this video, I'm going to show you how I cleaned out 156,000 miles worth of oily sludge from inside the intake. So let me show you just how dirty it is inside these inlet ports. I've got a nice clean piece of bathroom tissue here, kitchen tissue, and I'm just gonna, that is what's inside my intake manifold. Now the intake manifold is here, and these are your 5 inlet ports, and that is where your EGR bolts onto the top. You can see in here the extent of the crud and soot that is inside this manifold. See if I can hold this up to the light a little bit. You can see how much crud there is inside the intake manifold. So I'm going to try and clean that all out and put this back into Will the Wonder Wagon, spick and span. I've seen a couple of different approaches on the internet. Some of them involve burning out what's in here. That's not something I'm going to try first. I'm going to try the bathroom cleaner that I used on cleaning the intake manifold on PT2, which I'll show you a clip of now. Look at the stuff that's coming out of here. It's unbelievable. So what I used to clean up that monumental mess on that 2.2 Mercedes diesel engine was this bathroom cleaner. This is aluminium, and you have to be careful with something as corrosive as oven cleaner because it can damage the aluminium, and the coarser you make the surface of the aluminium, the easier it is for it to accumulate this crud all over again. I'm also going to try thinners, I'm going to try kerosene, I'm going to try diesel, and I'm going to try parts cleaner and see what gets everything out of here the easiest. And try some out of this end. Oh, it's thick in there. Wow, look at that. These are the 2 gaskets that relate to the intake manifold. Obviously that is the one that fits between the intake manifold and the block where the inlet ports are. It matches that over there, those 5 intakes for the 5 cylinders. And this is the one that goes between the intake manifold and your EGR, which is at the top over there. So I will replace both of those gaskets. Any gasket that gets disturbed by removing a part is never going to be as good as it was when it's new, so it's always best to just replace those. And that is what I'm going to start with, which I used before very successfully. Now I don't know whether it is quite as corrosive on aluminium as oven cleaner. I'm sure these are very similar. I've also got myself some brushes to clean the inside. These will deform quite nicely, and thankfully there is a replacement brush, which I will definitely need. I also have universal thinners and white spirit to try as well, and of course a copious amount of diesel in the van in the background. So let's shake this up, spray it in there, rinse it out, spray it in there, rinse it out, spray it in there, rinse it out. And because I don't want to have oily black hands for the rest of my life. I'm going to use some rubber gloves. Leave that for a few minutes. So after a couple of minutes the foam has dissipated. So I'm going to spray in some more. Look at this. So already doing its job. Well, it's definitely loosening up the sludge. Have a look in there. I don't know if you can see, but it's loosening it up nicely. Rinse and repeat. Get in here a little bit with a toothbrush. I can just feel the resistance of the sludge as I push this through. I mean, just look at that. Such a good feeling though, knowing that this is all going to get opened up and cleaned up, and the more air I can get into the cylinders, the more power the engine will make more efficiently. Wow, I can feel it as I get into the actual body of the intake here, how restricted that is. Let me show you a little bit of what's starting to come out of the main body. Look at that. Trying to get as deep into the different areas of the intake body that I can. Now big chunks of this stuff starting to come loose now. I mean, look at that. Okay, what I'm going to try and do now is balance this a little bit like that, so that I can flood these chambers with some universal thinners. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm experimenting a little bit to see if that loosens anything up. And it does seem to be making it more oily, put it that way. Now I'm going to take a nice clean brush. Let's see if I can get this even more loosened up. Wow. In the roof over here, I can feel that it's still very thick. Well, unfortunately this brush is a little bit too big to get into the intake ports. I don't know if you can see, but there's these little chunks of sludge dropping out. I can actually see the little flanges now. So those little flanges, oh, and I can actually see through the holes now, which I couldn't before. So that has opened up things quite nicely. Yeah, there's still quite a bit in there. You can still see it's thick, but that thinners has loosened it up, turned all that oil sludge residue into more of a liquid. Right, so a quick inspection here of the intake tubes, and they are not clogged anymore. There is still some residue, but they are opened up. When I first inserted the toothbrush, I had to push it through, so that's how small the holes had got up here, and I couldn't see through any of these intake pipes. So this has certainly helped already. One little split in the glove. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, things are getting serious. I've gone for the marigolds. So I'm going to go back to the Sillet Bang. Actually taking a lot longer to fill these up now because the passages are clear. Try and get it onto the roof of this intake. Swish it around a little bit. Still trying to break up the surface of this stuff in certain places inside here that I can reach. I can still feel that it's at least 5 mil thick. Look at this sludge coming out. Give that another dosage of this. Still a lot in there. Surprising, but not surprising. Try for a little bit more of this bathroom cleaner. Alright, let's try filling this up with some white spirit. Okay, so I filled it up enough until I can see it start running out. I don't know how good this is going to be, so I'll pour that on the surface. Yeah, it does seem to remove a little bit. So I've filled this bottom section here up now, up to the level of the actual intake pipes. I'll leave that to soak in there for a bit. Okay, let's try some engine degreaser. Powerful solvent degreaser apparently. Let's spray this on the outside and see how well it does in getting rid of all this oily residue. Not fabulous, but yeah, it does shift it. Who knows what chemical reactions I'm stirring up mixing all these things. I am not a professional. I am just an enthusiastic enthusiast. But it is working. I can feel that it's definitely working the stuff off on the inside. Try and get this in here. I think if I had a parts washer, this would be the point at which I move this into a parts washer and clean it inside the cabinet, because if I jet wash this outside on my driveway, I am going to get this stuff everywhere. So I'm just going to carry on cleaning this in my little drip tray here. The solvent is turning all of the sludge to a liquid now, so I know for sure that it's doing that inside the manifold. So I have a wheel brush here that I've used before, not on manifolds, but I'm going to try and get this in because it has a wired center. I can get it in here nicely. Another sacrificial brush. So I just continued to clean the inside of the manifold using various brushes and solvents until I was satisfied that most of the oil sludge buildup inside the manifold was clear.
Three days later.
So as you can see, I've made some progress on cleaning up my intake manifold, and I've used various cleaning solutions from bathroom cleaner to oven cleaner to engine degreaser to white spirits and to thinners, and it's cleaned it up very well. I've let it dry for a couple of days and cleaned out the drip tray. You can see the inside of the intake manifold now, whereas before it was caked in that sludge. You can also see out through the intake tubes now from inside, which you couldn't do before. So I'm pretty happy with the progress, but as you can see, there's still a fair bit of sludge in there to clean out and hopefully get to just the bare alloy finish inside and outside before I put it on the van again. I'm trying tar film remover and it actually worked really well on this top section, which is why I'm doing it on this bottom section. So I'm going to let that stand for a little bit, and then I'm going to soak the whole of the intake manifold in a bucket of boiling water with ordinary dishwashing liquid mixed in. So I left the intake manifold soaking in hot water with dishwashing liquid for some time. I did both ends and then washed it out. So now that I've washed this with hot water and dishwashing soap and let it dry out, I've tried to set the remnants on fire. That didn't work because there's not a lot left, which I'm glad to say. Now what I want to do is use some parts cleaner and try and get this as nice and clean as I possibly can. I've also cleaned off the faces here so that the new gasket will fit nicely. All the old gasket is gone. Let's see how clean I can get this with some parts cleaner now. It doesn't have to look new. It just has to look better than it did when it came off. Ready to go back on the van, I think. Now that I've got the intake manifold off the head of the engine, you can see that's the turbo at the back over there, and I've just covered up the intake and exhaust of the turbo. These are the different inlet ports that you can see down there, those 5 black holes, and yes, they are pretty filthy. There's a lot of grime and soot and stuff down here, so I'm going to clean up the back of the engine, so when I put a new intake manifold gasket on there, when I replace or when I refit the intake manifold, I get a nice seal on the back. At the same time, I also don't want any of this crud to fall into any of the cylinders, so I'm going to use a sacrificial little vacuum cleaner that I purchased off Amazon. This little vacuum cleaner comes with some various fittings, some of which are little brushes like this little brush end and a little high-speed end kind of thing. So I'm going to use these. It was less than 20 quid, and that's going to be put to good use in the engine bay and in the garage. So I'm going to clean up in there, get all of this dust that I can out of this area, and then I'm going to try and see what I can do to clean up the actual intake ports. That nozzle fits into the intake perfectly, and I can feel that as I insert it, it is really grimy in there.